Hey guys, Just Hockey here, and today I'm making a tier list on all 31 reverse retro jerseys. Let's get right to it. If you didn't know what the reverse retro jerseys are, they're basically just the same jersey for every team, except that one element is reversed from an older jersey that they've had. For example, a logo or a color. So let's see. The first jersey is Ottawa. And I think it's really clean. The black goes really well with the red. And the Senators logo is one of my favorite logos. So I'm going to put this in the B tier. The next one is the San Jose Sharks reverse retro jersey. And I don't really know how I feel about this one. I don't feel like that gray goes well with the teal color that the San Jose Sharks usually use. And I'm not really a fan of the black on the sides either. This one has to be a C for me. The next one is the Nashville Predators. This one kind of looks like the one that they used to use like 4 or 5 years ago. And it's okay. I mean, the yellow's cool. It's very similar to their jersey right now, except for the crests and the sides. I'm not sure. That color's okay, but it's not as good as some other ones, so I'm also going to put that in C. The next one is the New York Rangers. I personally love this one. The logo is super nice, and the colors around it contrast so good. That red and white slim cuts look so well, and that navy blue is the perfect color for this jersey. This is easily a S tier jersey for me. Okay, so the Minnesota Wild jersey. I actually liked this one when I first saw it, but somewhere on the internet, I saw it being compared to a Subway sandwich or the Subway logo. So, kind of ruined it for me. I'm going to put this one in B. The next one is the St. Louis Blues. I personally don't like this one at all. I don't like that red color, and the way it just matches with the blue doesn't look very well. Those yellow cuts look pretty fine, so that's okay. But I wouldn't say they're better than the Ottawa Senators jersey or the Minnesota Wild one. So I'm putting this one in C also. Okay, the Calgary Flames. I personally actually enjoy this jersey. The black goes really well with, I think it's a horse. The red and the yellow cuts at the bottom look very, very clean. And I just like how the crest looks. It's very descriptive and it looks very cool. So I'm going to put this in B because I don't see it being as good as other ones, but it's really not worse than the ones in C. Okay, the New York Islanders. This one's interesting because I don't feel like they really did anything. It kind of looks like the people who try and order the jerseys, they went to the people who make them and they're like, can you just give us our normal jerseys? And they're like, oh, sorry, but we don't have that blue color anymore. We have one that's slightly darker. You want that one? And they're like, yeah, fine. What's the difference? And yeah, that's the reverse retro jersey. I personally don't see a difference and it's not very good. So D tier because it has no originality in it. Next one, the Dallas Stars. This one looks really good, actually. It's all white, and then you can see the green star for the crest, and then there's also an outer green star, kind of, if you can see that. And the green looks pretty good and goes with the white well, so I'm going to put that in B tier. Ooh, okay. This one is really, really nice. This one is the Anaheim Ducks jersey. And personally, this is also one of my favorites. I love how that teal color blends in with the yellow stick of the duck and how descriptive he looks. And I really love the throwback to the Mighty Ducks jerseys, and I always enjoy them. So I'm going to put this one in A tier. The next jersey, the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I don't know how I feel about this one because their colors are blue, so it kind of looks weird with them wearing red jerseys. I also don't really understand their crest. It doesn't really show anything to me or resemble anything, so I'm going to put this in the C tier. Okay. The Toronto Maple Leafs. This one, I don't know. The logo looks so big. I don't know why. The crest just looks huge, and I don't really like how that gray transitions with the blue. For this one, it's between C and D tier for me. I'm gonna put it in C because I just don't see it being as bad as the Islanders one. The next one, though, the Arizona Coyotes. And I always love the Coyotes jerseys. This is one thing that they do really, really, really well. And I enjoyed the black version of this, and the purple one, I love it too. The purple just goes really well with the Coyote, and the orange parts at the bottom, so good. They transition just perfect with the purple. This one is going in A. Okay, the New Jersey Devils jersey. This one is cool. It looks like Christmas. And I remember the white version of this jersey with the green and red stripes. But this one's the opposite. Pretty cool, but I wouldn't say it's as good as the Ducks jersey or the Coyotes jersey. I'm going to put it in the B tier. Okay, the Winnipeg Jets. I'm just going to straight up put this in C and then tell you why. I put this one in C because it looks way worse than its blue version. And the gray, it just doesn't work for the Jets. Absolutely not. The logo's pretty cool. I'll admit that. But the colors they've used for this jersey are just not correct. So, yeah, stays in the C tier for me. The next one, though, the Philadelphia Flyers. And this actually looks very similar to their normal jersey also. But I'm going to chuck this in the C tier also. Because I originally don't really like the Flyers jersey. But I see that they've added a black. So that looks pretty cool. And the orange goes okay with the black, not too well. And yep, that's that. Okay, this Red Wings one is in D. Like, it looks like a practice jersey, and it doesn't really look like something you want to play in. So yeah, it just looks very basic, very non-creative, and just, no, not great at all. The next one, though, the Montreal Canadiens. And this one is interesting, because I would never picture the Montreal Canadiens wearing a blue jersey. They seem like one of the teams where their uniform color is just the one that they're always going to wear and they're never going to change it. So this kind of looks kind of weird for me, and I don't really know how to feel about this one. It looks pretty good, but like, I'm just so used to seeing the red one. This one kind of looks like a knockoff. So I'm going to put it in C. The next one, the Florida Panthers. And this has got to be also one of my favorite jerseys. I love this logo. It's one of my favorite logos from all of these reverse retro logos. And the red and the navy blue and the white and the gold you can see on the bottom, they just transition so perfectly together, and I love it. So I'm going to put it in A. The next one, though, is the Vegas Golden Knights, and I'm just going to put this in C. Because, no, red is not your Golden Knights color. No. And that logo, I really don't know how to feel about it. So, yep, that's that. Hartford Whalers. Going to put this in the B tier. Almost in the A tier, but it's going to stay in the B tier. Because I love the logo. The colors, not as much. The gray could have been a little bit darker, maybe. And it just looks kind of dull. Other than that, this jersey is pretty cool. Okay, the next S tier jersey. The Colorado Avalanche, or I should call them the Colorado Nordiques. Everything about the Quebec Nordiques jersey that I might have not liked, they fixed it in this one. It has the Colorado colors with the Nordiques jersey, and it just looks so clean. That maroon fits perfectly with the crest. And the little Saints things at the bottom, they look just perfect. I love it so much. Okay, Edmonton Oilers. This one is going to go in B for me. I mean, it's kind of basic, but it suits Edmonton, and it looks pretty clean. I like the orange and the blue, and it's pretty basic, but it looks very clean, so it's totally fine. Okay, next up, Pittsburgh. This one is gonna also be a B tier because there's nothing really that special about it, but it's clean. The colors go well together, and there's nothing to not like about it other than the creativity. So that one's gonna stay there. Next up, Tampa Bay. I personally love this logo also. It's just so great. And they've used the modern Tampa Bay colors with it. It's just so clean. And like it's pretty basic, but it just looks so good. So this one is also going to go in A. The next one, I debated between A and S tier. And I had to go with A because I just don't see them being on that S tier level. But I definitely see the Washington Capitals jersey being better than whatever's in the B row. I love that eagle. It looks so good. And the Capitals letters coming down from the bottom, slanting up, it looks just great. And the red color they used, my God. I gotta say, it's really nice. Next up, my favorite team, the Vancouver Canucks. And I don't know what to feel about this one. It looks like a Sprite can, and I really don't like those white edges. I just don't like it. I'm going to put it in the C tier. And they could have done much better. I was thinking they would use a different logo for this maybe, not the orca, but yeah, it's going to stay there. The Bruins. Just like the Oilers and the Penguins, this one is also very basic. And it's clean, so it's going to go into the B tier, just like that. Okay, the Los Angeles Kings. This one I'm going to just put in the A tier. I love how it looks like the Lakers jersey. It just looks so good. And the Kings logo, it's my favorite Kings logo of all time. And the yellow and the purple just go perfectly with the logo. And there's nothing really to say about it other than how fresh it looks. Okay, the final one. The Buffalo Sabres. And this one has mixed feelings. I personally love it. I love it because it's this buffalo on the bottom. And that logo is just so good. So that's got to be one of my favorite ones. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you like it. And talk to me in the comments down below. What would you change about this tier list? And I'll see you next time. Bye.